What would happen if the Earth ran out of water? A great percentage of our Earth's surface is covered by water. This means water plays an essential role on our planet. We use water in carrying out many of our activities day in and day out, and we can't imagine how our planet will look like if it ran out of water. What will happen if we ran out of drinking water? And what will happen if all water on Earth ran out? Welcome to this video, as we discuss more about what will happen if the Earth completely ran out of water. What will happen if we ran out of drinkable water? We normally use water in cooking and drinking for us to survive. Out of the 71% of water present on the Earth's surface, if clean, the 1% of the water is the only water that is suitable for consumption. The rest of the water is locked in ice caps. It is the same water farmers use in irrigating their farms during dry seasons. If the Earth runs out of water, human life will be greatly affected, because water is important. Lack of water will see away human life, and this means we will not be in a position of watching the Earth deteriorate. A human being cannot live for a week without drinking water. Humanity will die because most of body tissues are made of water, and as we lose water through sweating, our body expects return of water to keep life going. The absence of water will lead to migration among communities in search of water. Vegetation will also encounter with difficulties along their journey of life. Crops will fail due to lack of water since they depend on water for germination purposes. This will lead to the death of animal life. This is because there will be nothing left for them to feast on. Some animals use minimal water, and this means they will have a survival, which will last for a short while. Presence of dry land will lead to increased rates of fire outbreak. The fires will spread uncontrollably in huge volumes, leading to great destruction on the hit points. This will bring losses that the Earth will never recover from. This will bring great change on our planet due to the absence of nature. Some countries have already started raiding of water sources. This has brought restrictions in terms of using water. This entails their cooking times, showers, and even in the feeding of livestock. What will happen if all water on Earth ran out? Oceans and lakes play a vital role on our planet. In the water cycle, they provide moisture that turns into rain, which later to fill the lakes and rivers. Oceans make over 96% of Earth's water. This means they are useful. If they run dry, the water cycle will be greatly affected. Hence, water shortage will be experienced. The oceans also help in absorbing the sun energy. Light is a necessary requirement for life. As soon as the sun reaches the Earth's surface, the oceans absorb it first. It later distributes it from the equator to the poles, for the sake of maintaining favorable temperature maintenance. And if it happens that the oceans disappear, the sun rays will fill the Earth's surface without relief. This will the places that are near the equator to be extremely hot, which will lead to high temperature levels, which will make it hard for life of any living thing to survive. Even fire outbreaks will be experienced on the surface of land, leading to massive destruction. Dams may be considered as a source of water that may cater for the problem, but it will not meet our needs. Secondly, pollution risks may face the dams, since they are a collection of natural salts. Animals will be greatly affected by high salt concentration levels. Plants that will be irrigated by the use of this salt water will fail, because the salt will make the ground poisonous. What would the Earth look like if it ran out of water? Anything present on Earth has a role it plays to keep life on Earth stable. Scientists have made a discovery that water helps in trapping the greenhouse gases and heat that is available in the atmosphere. And without this water, the globe will be full of extreme temperatures. That will be over 150 degrees. There will be no volcanoes on Earth. Volcanic activities depend on the weight of oceans, that exact pressure that act on tectonic plates. And without this weight, there will be no pressure that will make the magma to rise up. Ice cap hold 2% of the Earth's water, and they will hydrate to give water that will support bacteria and microbe life. But for higher life forms, they will not benefit from the process. On the other side, extremophiles will still survive in these harsh environmental conditions. At some point, this water shortage may make a country to lose its income in a way. Areas with the amazing water sources act as tourist attraction sites. Disadvantages of water shortage. War outbreaks among neighboring countries as they will be fighting over water. This happened several years back in Mesopotamia. Eruption of this war will be as a result of not being competent with the available resources. People will fight for ownership of water sources. A good example is farmers and livestock keepers. This will, in return, cause wars for food, because as water becomes scarce, the water price also increases. As it increases, the price of food will also increase. This will cause destruction of crops and animals in the war places. People will move and even find themselves in a mess as there are no geographical boundaries determined. Sickness like waterborne diseases will be as a result of water pollution. This will lead to high numbers of lost lives. Aquatic life will be hindered by the emission of wastes into rivers and lakes from industries. Absence of water would lead to increased earthquakes because this condition makes the crust light. The crust will rise and cause trigger on the tectonic plate movement, resulting to an earthquake. Some animals will lose their homes since some live in water sources. Possible solutions to the water problem. Losses, sickness, among many more problems will arise from the water problems. For us to avoid encountering of the same problems, to curb this problem, government agencies should be created to cater for the same. Use of technology for more amazing discoveries will also help. Agricultural activities use a great percentage of water on Earth. The lack of proper irrigation methods results to great losses. If a good irrigation method comes on board, it will eliminate all these problems. And if it is expensive, the companies responsible should look for a way they will make them readily available, especially for those in need of them. Raising of water prices for those who live in cities will also be a good solution. People will understand the value of water and avoid wastage, because they will understand that they need more money for water. Farmers should also practice the farming of crops that require less water for survival, or else experts should also come up with crops that could grow without irrigation requirement. Agencies that can give as way to preserve of our ecosystem will also help. It will help in having various food diversities with us. Water conservation methods should also be applied to avoid many issues that may arise from water shortage. Desalinization will also help in reducing this problem. However, it is not an easy task. It is expensive for poor people and highly populated places to afford. Water recycling units will be the most beneficial solution. For example, water that is used in washing clothes can be recycled to be used in irrigation farms. Water cannot disappear completely from our planet. It will only change in form. And if this happens, we will use the available water and treat it for consumption purposes. This will only be possible through the presence of water recycling facilities. Factors that may cause water run out on Earth. Water problem may result from population growth. As population grows, water demand also increases. This because people need water to drink, to cook, and feed their livestock. Overuse of water by people may lead to water shortage. Natural calamities such as drought may lead to water shortage. Global climate changes is also making water scarce in some areas of the globe, doubling up of the population of people living in the cities. Absence of water will result to drought experience and fire outbreaks. People will compete for the scarce resources for survival. And if the oceans ran dry too, Earth's temperature would increase to uncontrollable levels. This will lead to the failing of crops. Human life will vanish due to the experience of harsh climate conditions. Thank you for watching this video, and please remember to subscribe for more updates.